Okay. I once read a story of a cub, a lion, the cub that was giving birth, and the parents left the cub, and then along the way, a farmer, a herdsman was walking with his sheep, and then picked up that cub, and took the cub to his farm, and that cub grew up amongst the sheep. And then one of the days, every day, the farmer gets to take these head sheep to the river to go drink water. And when they get down there, across the river, the lion and the pack will come. Lions and the pack will come and to drink that for that same river, and then roar. Once they roar, the all of the sheep will run away. So that thing kept happening. But that lion among the sheep would always look at when that lion comes, he will look at himself in the mirror and look at the lion, and discover that we are
The same.
the same. The first time it happened, the second time it happened, the third time the lion roared. So the lion, the lion on the other side understood that this one is not getting to realize that he's a lion. So one of the days, and when they came, they roared. Instead of him to run, he went towards them, and that was the last time he was found amongst the sheep. So before then, the environments in which he found himself had
Changed
conditioned him. So what would you say about an environment conditioning the mind? Are we as human beings, are we expected to allow our environment condition our mind, or we should be like thermostats that sets the temperature of our environment?
Okay, first of all, the environment has a big role to play in the mind.
Okay.
All right. I think also part of the book I said something for a child who grew up in a ghetto area, right? Will always have the violent spirit.
Okay.
Unless that child has gained a certain maturity, where I can now say, okay, I'm not just going to remain here. All right. I'm not just going to, because when you wake up in the morning, the kind of things you see in that environment is negative things. The kind of people you interact with are not people who will help you attain a height. But if for that kind of person, the only way he or she can remove himself or herself from that environment is to change the mindset. But like I said, the mindset, the environment has a way of conditioning people's mind unconsciously.
Okay.
Yeah, most times unconsciously. So if you live in an environment, you discover that after a while, you begin to start acting one kind, like the way these people in this environment act, even though you don't have to act like them.
Okay.
You decide you just begin to act like them. But then if you don't want to act like them, you need to consciously check your mind. Consciously. I mean, decide and tell your own and saying, this thing I will not behave like this.
Okay.
Consciously. Because if you do not do that, unconsciously you begin to act like them.
Okay, so how can one differentiate reality from imagination?
Reality from imagination.
Have you ever been driving on the road before and you find out that it's as if you're seeing a pool of water on the road? When you get close, it's no longer there. We call it facade in literature. So at that point, while you are driving, what you're saying is that you could be likened to an imagination. When you come close, the reality is that there was no water there. So what's your take on, or the thin line between reality and imagination?
Okay, first of all, like I said and you read, fear creates images and bring them to reality.
All right.
So if I'm not scared, all right, I'm seeing something ahead of me, and then I'm not scared of that thing, there is no way that thing ahead of me will shake my actions, my attitude, because definitely I'm not scared, all right. But when I see something now, I'm walking the road, like one of the stories there, true life story. We're walking, and we are seeing two people ahead of us. We are trying to meet up with these people, and we could not meet up. All of a sudden, they disappeared. Now we discovered that these people were not people actually. It was just imagination. It was just fear that brought people to life, which were never there. So how to differentiate this thing is, first, don't be scared.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you are scared, definitely you see things that will shake your attitude.
So you're trying to say that fear is a door that opens one to
unreality.
Things are unrealistic things.
Unrealistic, yeah.
Okay, so what's your idea on self-development because before someone discovers himself, builds his low self-esteem, and then discovers himself, and then tends to embrace oneself, because you don't just embrace trash.
Yeah.
So where does self-development come in?
Okay, first.
What's your idea on self-development?
Okay, first of all, if you have to grow to a certain height, there are steps to take, yeah? Okay, first you can read books, and then if books are not working, you can talk to people who are ahead of you, all right? You can go to people who you know that they can talk life. Because the Bible says, the word I speak, that life and that spirit. So you can go to people who you know that they can speak life. Not your age mate, people who you know are ahead of you.
Okay.
So people who you know that are better than you. To speak words, to speak you to reality.
Those who are wise.
Those who are wise, yeah, to speak it to reality.
Okay.
Because if you go to somebody who doesn't really know much, person will only give you what he knows. And what he knows might be something you already know also. But and you do not go today and then stay till next month, next year before you go again. Go continually, listen to it continually. So that, because the more you listen, the more there's a strength built from within.
Okay.
All right, because the other is the thing about listening. If I have a set of people I mentor, all right. So the more I keep talking to them, the more they are built up. That is how we are being developed. We are through listening, through what we see. So they see me do things, they want to try them, because they're not, okay, yes, wisdom is ahead of me in this level. I should be able to emulate what he's doing. So we should, aside reading, we should go to people who we know they are bigger than us, or they are ahead of us, better than us, to help us bring out the best of us.
All right, so one more question. As a leadership coach, what's your idea of leadership?
Okay, leadership, like I said some time ago, is to be a good leader, you must be a good servant.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Like the illustration I gave the last time, if a leader walks into a place, you should not just go to your seat and sit down, and then you see things are not well arranged. You just go and sit down and then start appointing people. You say, you take care of this, you take care of this. If you walk into a place and the first person, even as a leader, who's a player, and then you're the first person in that place, things are not arranged. Start arranging them. Maybe when the next person comes, when somebody who is somebody you are leading comes in and sees you doing something, you will not be able to tell that person to join you before the person will join you. Okay. Person will automatically know that this is my leader. He should not be doing this thing. So people will tell you, please don't worry, I'll take care of it. That is, so for you to be a good leader, must be a good servant. You must be able to serve people. Okay. That's how to lead people. For you to lead, you must serve first.
I think you're echoing the words of Nelson Mandela, who says, I believe as a leader that I lead from behind.
Yeah, you
I stay behind and then others take the lead. Meanwhile, I control it
from the background.
From the background. Yeah. Servanthood leadership. All right, so thank you, Wisdom, for coming to my show today and for providing such insightful answers. Your wealth of knowledge and teaching has enlightened our listeners, and I'm sure that they are ready to get a copy and not just read it, but act in accordance to its message. And thank you for coming today.
Thank you.